Hi friends, good day. Today, let us look into funny, inspirational and motivational quotes on government. Before we go in,
Please subscribe for more videos. Click the bell icon for updates.
let me read these inspirational and motivational quotes on government for you. The best minds in government? If anywhere, business would hire them away. By Ronald Reagan. Men whose lives are doubtful want a strong government and a hot religion. By Elbert Hubbard. I believe there is something out there watching us. Unfortunately, it's the government. By Woody Allen. War is when the government tells you who the bad guy is. Revolution is when you decide that for yourself. By Anon. Under a government which imprisons any unjustly, the true place for a just a man is also a prison. By David Thoreau. The philosophy of the schoolroom is one generation, will be philosophy of government in the next. By Abraham Lincoln. Must a government be too strong for the liberties of its people or too weak to maintain its own existence? By Abraham Lincoln. The art of government is to make 2/3 of a nation pay all it possibly can pay for the benefit of the other third. By Voltaire. I am sometimes a fox and sometimes a lion. The whole secret of government lies in knowing when to be the one or the other. By Napoleon Bonaparte. The primary function of a government is, and here I am quoting directly from the US Constitution, to spew out paper. By Dave Barry. Remember that a government big enough to give you everything you want is also big enough to take away everything you have. By Barry Goldwater. Sometimes I wonder whether the world is being run by smart people who are putting us on or by imbeciles who really mean it. By Lawrence J. Peter. Government exists to protect us from each other. Where government has gone beyond its limits is in deciding to protect us from ourselves. By Ronald Reagan. A government is the most dangerous threat to man's rights. It holds a legal monopoly on the use of physical force against legally disarmed victims. By Ayn Rand. I consider trial by jury as the only anchor ever yet imagined by man, by which a government can be held to the principles of its constitution. By Thomas Jefferson. The oppressed are allowed once every few years to decide which particular representatives of the oppressing class ought to be represent and repress them. By Karl Marx. The strongest reason for the people to retain the right to bear arms is as a last resort to protect themselves against tyranny in government. By Thomas Jefferson. I was ecstatic. They renamed French fries as freedom fries. Grown men and women in positions of power in the US government showing themselves as idiots. By Johnny Depp. If human beings are fundamentally good, no government is necessary. If they are fundamentally bad, any government being composed of human beings would be bad also. By Fred Woodward. Empires do not suffer emptiness of purpose at the time of their creation. It is when they have become established that aims are lost and replaced by vague ritual. By Frank Herbert. The worst government is the most moral. One composed of cynics is often very tolerant and humane. But when fanatics are on top, there is no limit to oppression. By Henry Louis Mencken. Government's view of the economy could be summed up in a few short phrases. If it moves, tax it. If it keeps moving, regulate it. And if it stops moving, subsidize it. By Ronald Reagan. Were it left to me to decide whether we should have a government without newspapers or newspapers without government, I should not hesitate a moment to prefer the latter. By Thomas Jefferson. It is not the function of our government to keep the citizen from falling into error. It is the function of the citizen to keep the government from falling into error. By Robert H. Jackson. Freedom is the recognition that no single person, no single authority or government has a monopoly on the truth, but that every individual life is infinitely precious, that every one of us put in this world has been put there for a reason and has something to offer. By Ronald Reagan. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and do share.